Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Warmer, and this is my first ever playthrough of the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. I just started the day. Of course, it was the same thing last time we got free time, and I went straight here. Again, there's no one that wants to talk right now. And I'm imagining it's probably because it's a very tense situation with Ima. And of course it is, like, it's a very, like, weird situation. I want to, like, since, like, you know, I know we can probably give people gifts. I want to just, like, get some more BP as well. And we'll just do, like, a mock battle here also. But, like, I do feel like it is an incredibly tense situation with Ima. I feel helpless. Like, it is a feeling of helplessness. And I feel like that's, like, you know, probably what they want you to feel at this stage as well. This feeling like you can't do anything, right? It does feel that way. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good at all. So, can we... Let's see, what's the best course of action? So I think putting up defenses is a good idea to, like, for these guys here.
I'll show you what's up. Here you go.
So that if they want to attack, like these guys who can legitimately do some really cool range stuff, they're gonna have to go around or do something else like that, you know? But there's a lot of enemies in this one too. I usually like use the desperation potion on Darumi as well, but maybe I want to wait until people are in a better position as well also. Also, like, I think we should put up metal fences around here just because I really feel legitimately this is like such an open area with so many enemies. But I think on the other side we could probably just like start attacking as much as possible.
My turn.
Right? I feel like that's not a terrible idea just to try and get rid of this guy over here as well. I know they get a shield, but I think we want more impact stats to be gone. Yeah.
All right.
Obviously cranial freaking give you know Hiroko a potion as well. Hiroko's so freaking good and so powerful that it's legitimately just like so sad that like they're not with us. I really feel like you can just tear apart enemies so easily with Hiroko as well.
I can't wait.
Twisted Whip.
This hurts.
There are a bunch of enemies here too.
I'm good to go. Experiment time. I can't wait.
Oh my god, actually not bad at all.
This thing hurts. You
right?
Let's get to the killing.
Wrong move here. Sacrificial Viper is what we're looking for. Not bad at like clearing all these enemies here, right? But obviously, like, then there's also these enemies over here that we want to clear out too. So maybe we can
onward.
Do this and see how many enemies we get out of that. Not that much, right? Not a crazy amount. But it might reduce the herd a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's see as well. I might put up a metal fence just here also. Just to get just a little bit of a barrier here where they have to cross as well. Again, it's not going to do much, but it will, like, you know, it positions them in a way where they have to, like, do something about, you know, and I know we'll shoot these guys as well. You know what I mean? So whatever happens now, I feel like they are now going to have to, like, move around the fences and, like, come into a different position. Here, obviously, they're quite open, but they can, you know, Yugumu can deal with those guys himself even, like, you know. And we can use a desperation potion again on Darumi. And again, I want to also make it clear, it's not just that Darumi is like really, you know, it's I don't want to use Darumi that much, so I'm using the potions on her. It's not that at all. I think she's absolutely fantastic in every wave because she's so good at mowing down multiple enemies, right? And you guys have said that, like, the mowing down multiple enemies is such a good idea. But I feel like it's also a thing where it's like in the final wave, having a desperation move for her is insane. Like, she's actually, like, look at this. So that's the only way we're gonna get take out. But I feel like it's probably gonna be better to take out multiple enemies like this instead. Like, look at that. Even though we can take out those guys in the front, I think it's gonna be a much better idea to take out this group of big enemies. Because look, we get like 2 in this as well, and also the small ones as well.
You're coming with me!
Although we could have probably used them on the orange guys as well, but it's okay. It's okay. We're going to get some good AP from this, and we're going to raise our voltage. Now we can do 2 more special attacks this turn, you know, which is not bad.
I'll show you what's
Like if we
up.
use Gatling Max, is there any way we can get two of you guys into the one frame? I feel like it's so close to getting the two guys into the one frame. I mean, we can get maybe these guys into the same frame. There we go. That's what we want. Yep.
I'll hit you with
Again,
all I
so
got.
freaking good. So freaking good. The multi-attacks. Especially for
Did you
early
see
on,
that?
they're so good too. For getting rid of so many enemies at once. But there's so many enemies over here as well. So many enemies over here as well. We have 8 AP though, which is not bad. If we use our special attack on for this as well. Because I want to get rid of like all these guys over here, but it's not going to happen like that. Yeah, I don't think that's worth it right now.
Leave it to me. I've got your back.
Thanks, dude. Just watch me.
Could we actually...
I'll show you what's up.
Where can we dash to? What will be the range of that though? If we went over here, it's not that much of a range, but for Gatling Max there might be more of a range. But if we dash somewhere, there's not many places you can dash. Like to here,
Prepped
and then did the
ready.
Gatling Max. Yeah, that's good.
I'll hit you
Right?
with all I
This
got.
is a good attack.
Yes.
I think it's effective enough. Effective enough, honestly.
We better get moving.
I kind of want to get rid of these guys. I know they're small fry, but I kind of do want to get rid of them. Honestly,
Good to go.
yeah, Yugen would just start tearing into a lot of these guys.
Let's
He's
get to
very
the
good at just
killing.
like, you know, reducing numbers, you know. I feel like that's the best thing we could do here as well. I wonder, should we... Yeah, I actually think so.
My turn.
If we should dash... our boy over to here as well. I know this is kind of like a very convoluted way of doing this, but Ato can handle that big boy. 100%, right?
Good to go. Let's go.
100% can handle the big boy.
Ready when you are.
I'll try not to run away. I'll get in there with
Yeah,
for once.
this is a weird turn, but honestly, I see this working. I actually see this working so much. There's so many enemies though. That's one of the most difficult things about this mission, is that there's so many enemies. I love the battles in this game though. I love them so much. Yeah, as I said, I truly believe that Ato can handle this even with if we give him a potion as well.
Leave it to me.
Or we could like buff him
I'm
with
good to go.
bolstering bullet, right?
I'll catch you up.
You have my
But then again,
back.
that's using an ability. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I forgot. I should remember that. Like, it's probably better sometimes to do that.
Yes, leave it to me.
But it's okay.
We better get moving. Allow me to trim down their numbers. I guess it's my turn. Got it.
And now I want to use the special. If we use the special attack
I'll do
for,
what little I
it's
can.
probably not worth it to use the Avenge Buster there at all. But
Let's do this.
we can do Crimson Assault here. Well, we probably wouldn't even need to use Crimson Assault here.
All in ass.
I actually think this wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah. just to get rid of all these enemies. Because again, it's not now that we have that down. Like it's like once the big guys are gone, it's just about like mowing down the smaller enemies.
Let's go. This should do it. Thanks for that. Good to go.
I wonder will an impact stab get? It will. You know what I mean? Once the big guys are gone, I think it is just a matter of like getting rid of the smaller enemies. To be honest.
I've got this.
Time for me to move.
They're obviously all gathered around here as well. Yeah, it's fine. It's literally a matter of getting rid of these small enemies now. It's not even that big of a deal anymore. Crowd around saying we actually might not even get an S rank for this just because we didn't focus on the small enemies. Because that's another thing people were saying, like, you know, focus on the immediate threat to this thing here and then look at this. Yeah, 100%. Because sometimes it could seem like, you know, like you're getting a lot of these enemies, but the problem is that there is like so many of these enemies. You know what I mean? There's so many of them, and they can do a lot of damage over time. So that's something we always have to realize.
I'm good to go. Leave it to me.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel like that, again, like the biggest, if I had to critique myself, it would be like, you know, focusing on immediate threats, right? That's the basic idea. Focus on the immediate threat. And don't get complacent just because there's a bunch of little enemies around the place and you think they're not going to do that much damage, because over time they can do a lot of damage. We've seen that in the past happen.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then.
Man, I need Ima to come. I need to be able to save Ima. Not already. I wonder what Ima is doing now. I wonder how Nozomi is feeling. Yeah, the Nozomi thing as well. Like, there's so much stuff happening. Is Kako still crying? Is Sebastian making any progress with the repairs? Yeah, there's so much in everyone's mind. It's so much. Is there really nothing I can do to help any of them? Am I just supposed to wait around? There it is. The feeling of helplessness that the player and the characters feel. My head racked by dozens of worries. I spent the night falling into a shallow sleep and waking up again over and over. Whoa.
Katawa, it's fine.
No.
Just go home already.
Is he sick? At 7:40 a.m. she comes over and he's sick. Look at him. You know he's sick, right? You know when someone's sick is like when they don't even like, you know, I know it's weird to say, like he's not even thinking about how he looks right now. He's like fully like chin pressed into his chest, dying. You know what I mean? The sweats, everything, you know? But he still looks adorable, you know?
No, I can't just leave you and your mom bedridden, Taki.
Oh, they're both tacky. They're both sick. Oh my god, she's a sweetheart.
Besides, I need to do some cleaning and laundry after this.
You don't have to do all that.
Wait, she's
Won't
gonna do
you catch
laundry
a
for
cold?
them? She is like the biggest sweetheart who ever lived. I'm telling you.
I'm just fine. I'm confident I won't catch it.
You're confident?
Your confidence is based on zero evidence.
the nasally voice as well.
Taki, your mom always treats me to delicious meals.
That's so nice.
I want to repay her a little, and I'm free anyway. No one would be home if I went back.
You know, I was about to say, like, I hope Takumi understands, like, you know, the person he had in his life, but I think it was the same back and forth, but also he does understand. He never stopped thinking about her for 1 second.
Is your mom busy with her research again?
Oh my god, the research and the idea of the experiments and stuff, right?
She's been staying at the lab for the past few days, so she hasn't been coming home.
I see.
Oh
Fine,
no.
Portly. Here, have some. I made rice porridge.
And he opens his mouth right away.
I'm fine.
No, I saw you open your
feed
mouth.
myself.
This is adorable.
It's okay, Taki. You have a cold. I'll feed you. If you eat my special rice porridge, your cold won't stand a chance.
I guess it's just Katawa's nature. She never could ignore the troubled or the weak. And we saw that with the dog as well, right? But it's so interesting, like our dreams that we're having are like about Katawa always relate to something with like, almost feel like they relate to something to do with Nozomi in the academy. And now that Nozomi is sick and we feel like we're helpless, we're thinking back to the time when we were sick and literally Katawa, like she comes into our house, does laundry, cleans up, feeds us food, takes care of us and her mother. Like, and look at how adorable Takumi is right now. Like, it's such a sweet thing. And I wonder, like, if that is just because, like, again, we feel helpless right now in terms of helping Nozomi. She was too considerate, maybe just too nice to others. Probably both. That's why I was worried about her.
Hey, I'm fine, really. I don't want you to catch my cold.
And of course, it's a real worry someone else catching your cold, right?
Worry about yourself, not me. Here, you won't get better if you don't eat.
Yeah, I got it.
So sweet. Such a sweet scene. And the best of friends, like, will you sometimes just ignore your request, right? You know, you don't have to do that for me. Nonsense, you know? And I feel like there as well, like the relationship is so... Whoa.
Up and out of troops, time to rise and shine.
And I say best of friends, by the way, as an example. I genuinely think that the relationship between Katawa and Takumi, like, is, like, deeper than deep. It's, like, so emotionally, like, you know, there. Like, it's like, so connected at the soul. You know what I mean? I want to make that clear as well. Because he even said before that, like, obviously he thought she was really, really pretty and stuff, I guess, but I really feel like beyond that even, I feel like they have, like, this, like, connection that is so iron tight, that they have, like, you know, that deep connection that, like, some people can even only hope to have, you know? He cares about her so much. He does care about her so much.
Get ready for your 69th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. In celebration of a badass day, we'll be playing music with a rock flavor all day.
I was thinking something seemed different about this.
Yeah! With our adrenaline pumped to the max, in the name of the fucking badassery of humanity.
Little laugh there.
Let's kill the shit out of these nasty pigs and protect the hell out of our beloved academy.
Okay, bro. Okay, well, we're playing, like, rock music all day? Wait, what? It's like a... It feels like a remix of another song they played already, but it's like, more of like a techno rock. What's the racket this morning? And I had another dream about Katawa. I forgot about that time she took care of me. She stayed by my side and nursed me back to health. But in the end, she caught the cold and I had to take care of her. It's not just these memories I'm worried about. Not just these memories. I'm worried about Nozomi, of course. I can't leave her like this. I need to do something. If those rejection symptoms she mentioned are cause of her poor health, then... I've said too much. I didn't mean to let that slip out. What do you mean? It's about maybe the experiments that were happening as well, right? The experiments. Are you hiding something, Nozomi? And if you are, what is it? Well... I'm sorry, I can't tell you. Not if I want to stay at the Last Defense Academy. It's so wild that they're blaring this music. There's no one she could talk about this. No one aside from me. Maybe I should ask her. That might be the only thing I can do to help. For now, I guess I'll go to the cafeteria. I'm curious about how everyone is managing. I am too. I generally am as well, because this is a situation where, like, yeah, everyone has to be on edge with this. And, like, again, with Ima, you know, obviously not everyone got along with him, but he was, you know, I adored him. And I feel like everyone grew to adore him as well. Maybe not, like, everyone adored him, but, like, you know what I mean? It's a situation, like, where everyone was at their most connected for the first time, and then to have someone be taken away is so horrible. And there's, like, poor Tsubasa still working her heart out in there as well. Very nice of Katawa to do that for their family as well. It's so weird seeing Kako by herself. As soon as I stepped into the cafeteria, I saw someone I didn't expect to see. Kako? Oh, good morning, Takumi. You're in a way better spirit? Sorry for worrying you. I'm okay. You're okay now? It's okay not to be okay now, right? It's very much okay not to be okay now. However, how is everyone doing? Last night I couldn't sleep again. I had nothing to do but come up with ideas for my own M-rated erogi. So apparently she was talking about real erotic games and stuff, I guess, before. I'm concerned about Lady Nozomi, but I wonder if Lady Kako is feeling better now. It's very, yeah, she's like suddenly better. I wonder how Kako is holding up. Yeah, everyone's kind of directing us towards Kako, I think, yeah. Is Kako doing okay? I do love that everyone worries about Kako though, right? There are veggies and meat inside. Nozomi is still sleeping. It seems I'm worried about her. See, yeah, we know you care about her so much. Have you come to speak to me because I'm sullying your view? Sorry, I'll make my way further to the corner. No, don't. Please don't. Tsubasa's still working on fixing the fire extinguishers, huh? Just how long is she going to take? As long as it takes. I hope Kako's managing all right. This guitar shredding. It kind of reminds me of when they would play the box songs. And everyone knows my connections to the box songs. But I don't know, I like the... It's kind of a jazzy feel to this song, more than even a rock feel, kind of in a way. Are you really all right now? Yes, the boss is working hard to fix the extinguisher, so I can't be the only one slacking off. No, if there's ever a time to relax, no one would ever blame you for this time. And I made a promise to Ima. A promise? The night after we fought the imposter, Moko, we made a promise to each other. In the event something happens and one of us dies during this war, whoever's left can't follow them. Do you think he's dead? Before we came to this academy, we made the opposite promise, that if we died together, which is, yeah, that honestly tracks with their previous, conversations we have with them. We'd always lived with just the two of us, and we never trusted others, of course. And we know because of their history why that is. But things changed when we came here, both for me and both for Ima. It's so true. Sorry, I was just stopped in my tracks by what she was saying here. It's so true. We even noticed that even the smaller details. Ima is giving so much more input, you know what I mean, to all these conversations. Kako is finally feeling like she's a part of something as well, like as an individual. Like, this means so much to them. And I've always started to think for myself, instead of letting Ima do everything, yes, and it's so good for you. That's so good for you, Kako. Yes, we can all see that 100%. Like we talked about this countless times. Ima's giving so much input now to every conversation, right? The same thing with and with Kako, she's so much more independent, but still, like, they have the love for each other as well, right? That of course they do, and it's okay to be upset by your freaking brother going missing. That's why we changed our promise. In the future, even if one of us is gone, we'll continue to live our lives until the very end. And honestly, that's like, I don't think we're gonna get Ima back. Come hell or high water, if I have to, if he dies, I have to freaking patch the game, I will get him back, right? But I think this is absolutely just such a beautiful sentiment, because it's such a change from their previous conversations and their previous mindset. And it's also a very healthy way of looking at things, where it's like, if one of us goes, the other one should live on and try to live a happy life. I see. When Ima disappeared, all I could do was cry, of course. But last night I dreamed of a memory with Ima. You dreamed of a memory? It was a memory from when we were kids, right after our mom and dad died. I've been crying alone in my room the whole time, but Ima got me to come out. You told me that crying and shutting myself away wouldn't solve anything. That nothing would change if I stayed where I was. I remembered in my dreams, and I realized what I need to do. I'm not the Kako from back then. I'm not the Kako who just cries and hides. In times like these, I need to pull myself together and help everyone. I need to save Ima. Wow. Kako, I am 100% the biggest supporter of the idea of if Kako decided to cry for 3 weeks straight, I don't think any of us would blame her. Not one soul. But I am such a big supporter of the idea of you wanting to pull yourself up and save Ima in the best way possible. Right? To truly, show off how independent you've become, but also still how much you adore Ima. And honestly, the fact that she sees us all as people she's close to now, it means the world. It means the world to me. Yeah, I think you're right. This music's beautiful as well. Oh my god, is someone grilling fish? Smoke's getting in my damn eyes. It ain't my fault. It's okay, it's emotional. Family is truly a wonderful thing. You're all alone in the world, aren't you? No family, not even anyone to talk to. No, she does. She has us. Then who am I talking to now? You have us. Kyoshika, you have us. You have us forever. The way Kako remembered this in a dream, it's like the connection I have with Katawa. Yes, it is. Like, and I wonder if it is related to something too. It's like something happens in real life, really, and I guess that is dreams in a way, right? Like, I think people explained to me what dreams are kind of like before. I always saw them as unpacking the day, right? Dreams about her have helped me out again and again. Yes. And there's another reason I couldn't stay cooped up.
Oh.
I had a vision. Nozomi's in trouble, is she? Oh, the clairvoyance. She is in trouble. Vision, I bet someone just told you she's sick, not like it matters. So no, she's clairvoyant, Kako, okay? Poor Kako. I really wish I had a vision about Ima, but there's no sense in complaining. Anyway, I couldn't just rest knowing she was in trouble. I need to step up and do what I can to help. Oh, that's a death flag. No, it's not. No. Take it back to Ree, please. Take it back. It most certainly is not. Don't be so morbid. Yeah, I don't see, like, I think a death flag is like someone being like, I'll be right back in a horror movie, or let's split up, or, you know, it's I'm close to retirement, or man, or when you have like I think it's like, you know, well, actually no, the movie's kind of wrong in saying that when you have like this emotional moment where you're like, you know, you speak up and you have like this big realization, sometimes can be a death flag, I think, in movies and TV shows and anime and stuff like that. But I really feel like it's just like a big moment for Kako. I hope it's not anything like that. Can I go see Nozomi? I want to bring her some water and a simple meal. You want to see her? That should be fine. Thank you. Takumi, help me carry these. Me? Hey, him, even someone as stupid as Kyoshi can handle carrying stuff. Kurata, here's the thing, right? It is a bit frustrating. Like, Takumi is like literally the sweetest guy in the world. He legitimately is the sweetest guy in the world. Like, I think any of us in the audience would vouch for Takumi a million times over. It's just really unfair. You know, it's really unfair. It's true. Except the part about me being stupid. You're not stupid in any way. It'll be fine. I just need to bring it to her door. Let's go, Takumi.
Huh?
Yeah, sure. It's interesting. Yeah, well, of course, Kako trusts us, and we have had some great conversation with Kako. Forced to help Kako, I placed a drink on the food on a tray. You know what I mean? It's just like the joke is about, like, you know, Takumi. I know it is like her. She's just being, you know, Kurata, but like, it's just like Takumi's like the nicest guy in the world. He's so nice, and he's such a great, like, dude. I don't know. Then we both headed for the rooftop where all the rooms were located. There's the music again. Here it is, Nozomi's room. What was that about just now? Why did you insist on bringing me? I wonder, did she see something? You go on ahead, Takumi. I'll wait here. No freaking way. Okay, I'm a believer. I'm a believer. We said we needed to help Nozomi out, and now Kako literally led us here. Huh? I told you, right? I had a vision that Nozomi was in trouble. There was actually more to it than that. It was only hazy, but I saw a future where you helped her with her troubles, Takumi. Oh my god. Okay, I'm a believer. I am a believer. How could you not be? Right? How could you not be at this stage? You know what I mean? Me? Nozomi didn't collapse from a mere cold, right? I feel like there's something going on. Some things you can't talk to anyone else about. No, come on, Takumi. Like, Kako is... I mean, it may not be even clairvoyance, but she has something that she's able to see this stuff as well, right? She has to. But this is just such an amazing moment as well that, like, you know, Kako saw this in her mind and said, I have to help Nozomi, and Takumi's the only one who could do it. I'm going to come up with this whole plan because I know that they won't let Takumi, for some reason, go help her out on his own. So if I go like, hey, I'll do it, they're like, that should be fine, right? You've noticed it too, haven't you? Was that part of your vision as well? If you believe in my visions, then we'll call it a vision. But if you could also call it deduction. I'm trying to become a detective, remember? Okay, I can deal with that too, because that's just equally as amazing, right? We'll get you the scooter, you can be a detective. Legitimately, like, she maybe came to this conclusion herself just by seeing us hanging out with each other and talking to each other. Either way, I'm amazed by Kako. Either way, you're right. Yeah, exactly. Either way, yes. But if you know all of that, aren't you curious about Nozomi's problem she can't tell anyone about? Everyone has secrets. I don't care what Nozomi's are, as long as all things get resolved. This is why she is, like, between her and Kako, they swap between my favorite characters. She's actually so incredible. She's getting better and better. Now hurry on and go. I'll cover for you if anyone else shows up. Got it. Thanks. You are amazing. You are amazing, and I love you. I love you so much, Kako. Oh my god. She's incredible, right? That's such a great moment. For her to, like, you know, notice all this stuff either through clairvoyance or through deduction, But to be able to get us to get to Nozomi's room without Kadara or Kyoshika acting up, which again, I 100% believe Kyoshika could slash us in half. For Kako to start off this journey not being able to even speak up for herself, to devise this whole plan herself, and, you know, to do all this stuff by herself, and carry out this plan by herself. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much, Kako. Thank you. Now hurry and go. I'll cover you if anyone else shows up. And she's going to stand out here and wait as well, you know? I gave 2 light knocks at the door. Incredible. It's talking to me. Can I come in? There's no response. I softly opened the door and slipped inside. We were in here before, right? We were definitely in here before, you know? Nozomi, I'm coming in, all right? Yeah, we were in here, remember, literally, like, recently. Like, he's blushing as well. When I called out for the doorway, she slowly lifted her head out of bed. Talking, what is it? Sorry to spring this on you like this, but there's something I really wanted to ask. I brought some food and a drink. I'll put it here, okay? Yeah, thanks. And it's literally a parallel to when, you know, Kato helped us in bed, right? Gave us food. It's so amazing how they do that. She looked to be in pretty bad shape. Her condition's even worse than yesterday. What did you want to ask me? Well, I asked you straight out when you collapsed. I heard you mumbling something about rejection symptoms. Are those symptoms related to what we talked about before? I know I promised not to ask you about it, but when you said you were experimenting your mom's research, do these rejection symptoms have something to do with that? Is this something happening with your body? I promise I won't tell anyone else. You can tell me. Nozomi, please, I want to help you. I'm worried about you.
Worried? Are you only worried about me? Because I look like that girl, you know?
Oh my god. But we know that Takumi does. This is, first of all, it's such a deep, like, cutting question, right? But we know for a fact that Takumi has started to care about Nozomi in a way that's different from, he said himself, from Katawa. What? Oh, wow. After some time, I left Nozomi's room, Kako ran out to me immediately. Whoa, that's how we're ending that? Holy hell.
Huh.
Because, like, that it is such a cutting question, and, like, I wonder why it was in that moment. Maybe it's just because she is sick. Maybe it's just because she's feeling bad. That, like, she thought of this in that moment. You only care about me because of that, because I look like that girl. I think sometimes when we are sick, we lash out sometimes, or if we are feeling, like, a little bad, we can lash out. But I feel like in that way, it was just such, like, a straightforward cutting question. Do you only care about me because I look like someone else? I would feel sick being asked a question like that. You know what I mean? I would feel like, holy hell. And then they left it there as well. But we know Takumi has said he's caring about Nozomi in a different way. He's thinking about Nozomi in a different way. And Kako, it did not go great. Well, I tried asking about the cause of her health problems. It was no use, she wouldn't answer. I see, even you can't get the truth out of her. When Nozomi asked me that question, I didn't answer. Why didn't I answer? Holy hell, it's a tough question. It's such a tough question. And there's complications, and here's the thing, we know Takumi's mind has been complicated from the start of this whole story with Nozomi. So the fact that, like, it's his mind is still clouded now makes, like, how do I say it? Like, makes perfect sense to me that it's still, like, his mind is still, like, still jumbled. You're not going to cure that, like, jumbled mind anytime soon. But also, even though he feels, because remember he was like, oh yeah, I feel like they're different about Katawa now, and Nozomi, I feel like they're different people now. I'm starting to see them as different people, or cared about them, or think about them in different ways. There's no doubt in his mind. Katawa is still in his mind all the time, right? And he just had a dream about Katawa helping him in bed, and now he's helping Nozomi while she's sick in bed, you know? I thought I'd accept that Katawa and Nozomi were different people, and yet, when she asked me a question out of the blue, I couldn't say anything. Man, this is like... such an interesting way they've written Takumi as a protagonist. Again, like I said, like he's not this guy who has just like a perfect mind, a perfect outlook on everything. He's someone who's constantly clouded. For now, I guess we'll just have to wait until she wants to talk. I see, okay. And like she was sick. And I know she didn't lash out, she just asked a question, but you know what I mean? When you are sick, you know, there's lots of stuff that you think about. Your mind is more irritable. You know, you probably like are more susceptible to the idea of just like, you know, wanting people just to leave you alone in some cases. After that, I parted ways with Kako and headed back to my room. Such a tough situation, right? What should I have said to Nozomi? What does she want me to say? It's pathetic that I don't even know that. And that's the big issue, right? Is that we're so happy that we're getting closer to Nozomi. But part of that happiness is 100% to do with the fact that, like, we miss Kanawa. But we know that, again, we know he's feeling different about them as different people now. But you can't escape that feeling. You can't just escape that feeling so quickly. But I can't just mope about it. It's still afternoon and there's still other things I can do today. I need to do something anyway. Holy freaking hell. This game loves doing that, by the way. Let's drop this on you, then do some free time. Are the people available to talk to now? Oh, so interesting that it's Kako. We can talk to Kako 100%. Yeah, like, such an interesting scene. Because, like, here's the thing. I feel like, you know, the very easy way to write that scene, right, in my opinion, is like to have Takumi sit down with Nozomi, and when she asks this question, he goes, well, I've thought about it, and I definitely see you as a different person now. You know, I care about you as a different person. And there's like this beautiful moment where, and they probably will have a beautiful moment eventually, but you know what I mean? In that moment, there's that way to write it. And it would have worked. It would have worked and it would have been okay. It would have been grand. But again, this game takes like the very like difficult, complicated, hurtful sometimes, and like muddy routes a lot of the times that lead to even bigger like moments of like revelations and character growth in all these situations. You know, the perfect example of this was the Ima and Kako thing, where it was like, it was darker before it got brighter, you know? And they always are very good at doing this stuff where like there's very complicated feelings going on. And with Takumi, he can sit here, you know what I mean, and like, you know, in that moment be like, oh, I adore Nozomi as that person, but you're not going to escape that idea that this looks like the person that you grew up with. That, as I said, is connected to you by your soul. You know what I mean? And I mean spiritually, by the way, as well. Like, for me personally, like, you know, like, my personal take all the time, and I never disrespect anybody else, I you know, I don't always believe in the idea of, like, you know, soul connections. I mean, like, spiritually and figuratively. Like, when someone is connected by your soul, it's like someone you're with, like, your whole life, and someone who, like, you know on a level that is so deep, and that you're emotionally attached to that's so deep. You get what I'm saying? No, by the way, I want to make clear, no disrespect to anyone like who like believes in, you know, anything that doesn't harm anyone. You know what I mean? It's none of my business. You do what you want to do with your life, and you believe in whatever you want to do in your life. As long as you're not hurting anybody, it's none of my business. But just to give you guys my perspective on what I mean by that stuff as well. But obviously, belief in the game and belief in the real world are two different things. Like, we're going to no, we're not going to the library. We're going to the thing. Like, I can believe in clairvoyance in the game, but maybe not believe in it in real life, you know? That's the way things go. Look at her, she's so much happier now. She has that great outlook on life, but of course it's still okay to be sad as well, right? It's still okay to be sad. Hi, Tommy, you want to play roulette with me? Of course. Oh yeah, she's like really competitive now. 100%, like, come on. I would like to gamble at a casino like this just once. I played roulette with Kako. After spending some time together, you understand Kako better now. Which has been open, observation went up by 6. And honestly, getting more presents for Kako ain't a bad idea either. Day 69 is done. That rock theme is probably going to be done now.
Hey, soldiers, you never will then.
Another day's almost over. I was glad to see Kako back at it again, but we still have a heap of other problems to deal with. Yep. We still don't know what's making Nozomi sick. We can't go outside to rescue Ima either. All I can do is wait. It hurts me so bad that I can't. That's all I can do. Yes, it does. Is Kanawa waiting for me in the Tokyo residential complex? Is this how she's feeling too? And again, like I said, on his mind constantly, and you can't blame him. That's the person he cares about, along with his family, of course. You know what I mean? The person he thinks about the most, the person he cares about the most. I have to do something, anything before the invaders attack again. Plagued by countless anxieties, as usual, I spent the night in shallow sleep. Day 70, so we have 30 days left. Holy hell. On our first run.
Wow!
Oh.
It's your 70th day of active service here at Last
So maybe there's going to be
Defense
something else that opens up?
Academy. We have only 30 days left. Everyone can almost see the end, right? Just a bit longer until humanity is saved. Let's take out the invaders with hearts full of hope.
And also, like, another perspective I want to give before we go into this, like, is the perspective from Nomi's. I know I did give Nozomi's perspective of how she could be feeling right now, but I don't think it's also just like this idea of like, and I want to make that clear. It's not just like this idea of like that she's feeling sick and that she wants to lash out and she's thinking about this stuff. That stuff could be on your mind in some cases too. And like, it's totally like reasonable to be like, you know, in any friendship, relationship, marriage, love, like anything, to be like, well, like, does this, you know, if you have those doubts, to like express those doubts, right? It's perfectly reasonable. And I'm not saying that it's just like, oh, she has a fever or stuff like this. I think asking that question is totally fair from her perspective as well, which is like, you know, you look at this, you talk about this gal before, you see me as this guy, like I felt very awkward about this before. And even though it could be just a question where she didn't even like really mean it, I think it's also, if she did like mean to like ask that question and she was thinking about that stuff too, I don't think it's an unfair question to ask. You know, do you care about me? Do you actually, you know, want to listen to me? Do you actually like listening to me talk? Do you like hanging out with me? Right, you know what I mean? And I know they only hung out a few times, but you know what I mean? Do you care about me because you care about Nozomi? Or is it because of this Kako girl? I want to make that perfectly clear. I think it's totally like fair question to ask if she did want to ask that question. And it's so fair because it's proven to be fair because of how muddy his mind is now about that. I don't mean muddy as in dirty, I mean muddy as in unclear, right? It's totally a fair question. It's a fair question from Nozomi's perspective. But there's still plenty of problems that need solving first. What are we going to do? Oh, someone's here. This is always like such a like exciting but nerve-wracking time whenever someone shows up to the door. Open the door and welcome my guest inside. Who is it? Oh, Itzo. Hello, Takumi. Could you come with me for a moment? Tsubasa is asking for us. Oh, wow. She wants us to help out with the repairs. Sure, 100%. Huh? Does she need help with? What does she need help with? She didn't give any further details for now. She just asked me to gather everyone up. I came to get you first. Why don't we hear her out together? Yeah, of course. She's still in the garage? Yeah, she said she'll wait for us there. I'll go on ahead. Yeah, anything we can do to help with those repairs. Tsubasa needs our help. If we help her, will that bring us closer to being able to use the fire extinguishers again? Yes, hopefully it will. Then we'll finally be able to go save Ima. If that's the case, we all have to pitch in. Let's go see what we can do with these repairs. Yeah, this is like, I both enjoy greatly from like a story connection perspective where you're like, man, this story is so good. You know what I mean? But then it's also like, it's so painful how like complicated everything gets in terms of like, you know, how intentionally it makes you feel so bad sometimes, you know what I mean? Because it's not a game that's about like just like making you feel comfortable all the time with these characters. There's a lot of complicated feelings and situations involved in this game, you know? Truly. Oh, Yuguma's here too. Tsubasa spoke without even looking at us, still tinkering with her extinguishers. Oh my god, that's actually very cool though, isn't it? Well, thanks for coming. I need your help with something. I heard. Well, what is it you need? Hold on a second. Then I just go like this. Oh my god, Tsubasa! This music as well? Heck yeah, Tsubasa. Hero of the frickin' day. You fixed it already? I had to figure out how it was constructed. Then remake the most of the parts, so it took me a lot of time. It's been like 3 days. That's incredible. From figuring out how it's constructed, remaking parts, that's like for some people, that's like a 2-week job, more than that. Does that mean we can finally go after Ima? Let's hurry. No, if we want to save him, we don't need just the extinguisher, but the school bus too. I can't imagine he's still nearby after being kidnapped. That's true. For searching a large area, the school bus would be the best way. Okay. Is the extinguisher on the front of the bus still broken? I think I can fix that one faster now that I know how to do it. But the main problem is that there's no gasoline. Right, all the fuel's emptied out, so the help you need is... Exactly. While I'm fixing the school bus, I want you to go and get some gas. Okay, we have to go out and get some gas. It would have been nice to make it with the Gift-O-Matic, but it doesn't have anything like that in its database. Got it. We just need to get gasoline, then we can go save Ima. It's a vital mission. Best of luck, guys. Best of luck. You're not coming, Yugamu? Aren't you here to help too? I'm here for something else. I need to ask Tsubasa about. Okay. Something else? Just then, we heard a voice behind us. Kako. I heard everything. Oh my god, Kako. Kako, were you there this whole time? I heard everything. Well, why did you repeat yourself? Maybe she just thought it was a good line. Honestly, I do think like she's like it's almost like a line from a movie, like I heard everything. Let's go, Very sweet. Very sweet. If we get gas, we can go see Vima. Take me with you. Takumi, we can hardly ignore her feelings, can we? You're right. I 100% support taking her with us. I guess not. Okay, Kako, you can come with us. Of course, that's such a good idea as well. Because she wants to be able to like not only be independent, but also show like that she is like able to, lift herself up for her brother and also try and help him in other ways too. Yes, thank you. She's so happy as well to do this. Then take this extinguisher. I'm counting on you guys. Sure, we'll get some gas in no time. Just wait for us. Let's go right now. Did you hear that sound? She's so enthusiastic. Ah! I'll head to the entrance hall. Oh, Kako, wait, I'll go with you. She's running. I better hurry on over there too. It's her brother, of course it is. Your extinguisher level has increased. Fantastic, thank you so much, Tsubasa. Kako's enthusiasm as it's grown over the time. I love that, like, she like wants to become a gambler. She wants to become a detective. She's like a little bit more aggressive, a little more energetic. It's so fun to see that, it really is. I'm trusting you guys to get gas. I have something I need to talk to Tsubasa about. I'll be keeping the details for myself for now. Don't you worry about a thing. I always have 2 or 3 schemes brewing at any given moment. You cuties just worry about getting the gasoline. Well, he called me a cutie, so I guess I won't worry about it. No, that's me in life, Someone's being mean to me for an hour, and then they go, by the way, your hair's looking great today. Thank you. No, I'm joking. I would never be like that. I don't let people be mean to me. And you shouldn't either, by the way. If you're watching this, don't let people away with it. Don't let people away with it. Just a joke. But like, yeah, I honestly not surprised that he has like a secret plan of some kind. You know what I mean? If he didn't have a scheme, I probably would like be a bit worried maybe. Not that he's like schemed before. Sorry for like shouting there for a second, guys. Not that he's schemed before, but it's more of a case of like he's a little bit devious, a little bit cunning sometimes. Are you two ready? Look at this crew. Of course. Hey. Yes, for Ima, let's work together and find some gas. Look at this. I'm so happy for Kako. Let's get going.
Hey.
Frima, let's work together and find some gas. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, this is like one of the best character developments. And there's been so many great character developments, but like Ima and Kako's character development has been incredible. Absolutely incredible. I think it's so far like the like there's a lot of things that the developers should be proud of in this game. I think, like the journey that these characters have been on so far, from Shoma to Ima to Kako to Gakko to all these characters growing to becoming more connected, to the complications between us and the other side as well, to Nozomi and Takumi. Even though all the stories aren't fully complete, I think they've done such a good job with the growth of the characters and how they interact with each other and how they are as people themselves as well. Where's the nearest gas station? It'd be nice if there's one close by. If I could have visions on command, we'd be able to find it easily. It's okay. We'll just have to search the normal way. Don't worry, we can do this. Okay, over there. A level 2 area. Search start. Let's do, we're gonna do the biggest strides we can do. The biggest steps we can do, we're gonna do always. Which means we're gonna have to do a battle first of all, which is fine. It's fine. But honestly, like, we might want to get some materials as we're out here as well, because it's probably a good idea as well. Which we will. We're gonna get materials out here also. Battle start. Honestly, such an interesting team to have with us as well. And probably a good chance to use Kako some more as well.
I'm all set.
I know we're very close to them, but like...
How's this? I can't move.
I know it did fix stun, but like still pretty freaking like great. You know what I mean?
All right.
Like,
We better get moving.
pretty great stuff.
Allow me to trim down their numbers. I guess it's my turn.
Okay, we have to use Judge here.
You're in the way. All well and good.
Honestly, is there? I wonder if there's a way we can maybe an air blade, maybe. So close to getting with air blade. Maybe impact stab. I mean, we could dash to here
I've got
and then
this.
use an air blade here. Yeah,
Here.
just to get it over in one turn. These guys are easy enemies. Kako's move is like that's gonna be an incredible. Hellfire is gonna be incredible sometimes.
Yes.
Because it's so precise in the area that it works towards, right? It's like so precise, and it's like almost like a perfect rectangle. You find an area with strange medicinal odor. Herbs and grasses or healing properties seem to thrive here. You might be able to use some of them. Pick some green herbs, pick purple herbs, use observation. Perfect. We're gonna use those skills as much as we can. You find an abandoned research lab. It looks like they study mineral ore here. Grab some rocks in the lab, start flipping switches, put items into one of the machines. Grab some rocks. Got a normal stone. We'll take that.
I'll take this with me.
Yeah. Go with 6. You find a lot of clovers in the ground. Maybe one you can find is lucky 4-leaf one. Pick regular clovers. Got a clover. Yeah. They tried to trick me into picking something way nicer. Scrap a driftwood. I think we take pieces on the outside, right? And we got a wood block.
This looks useful.
Yeah. Okay, so whereabouts is it? It's here, is it? It's there. Okay, we're actually very close to it, so we'll go with 3. Continue exploration. Go to this. You find an old jewelry store in the ruins. There might be something useful. Gaku's acting weird? So that would have been a Gaku-specific one. Ignore to move on. A battle? Interesting, because I thought ignore would have been the bet, but I guess not. It's okay, though. The battles are, like, pretty easy in this area, honestly. Nice, actually a nice grouping here.
Leave it to me.
I don't know what battles we're going to face later on, so I might just, like, first of all, go Hellfire again. Like, I think it's such a good move. Like, you know, and it's the space it's in as well is so good, and it's so direct that I honestly, like, find it to be fantastic. Airblade is probably the best option for this, right? Oh, no, because poor Kako's, like, a little bit in the way here. Which is, you know, it's not her fault she's in the way. It's okay, though.
Yeah.
I positioned her there.
Got it. Ready when you are. Time to use it.
We can use attack potion here.
Say when.
And we could have just used one anyway, but you have to get rid of this big boy.
Good to go. That's it.
Really, sometimes I find, though, and maybe you guys would agree, like, getting rid of the little big boys is probably a better idea sometimes than getting rid of the...
I'm ready whenever.
The other, jury here. Where's the best place we can stand? I mean, we're not going to reach the other guys, so... Yeah, getting rid of an enemy like that as well is not a terrible idea.
Let's go.
Airblade as well. Yeah, just get rid of as much as we can in this turn, and then we can just get rid of the other guys in the next turn. That Hellfire move with Kako, the reason why it's so good is obviously you can boost your attack with that too. You could do that no problem. But it's not just the boost in attack that's really good with the Airblade stuff. I find that it's, not Airblade, sorry, with the Hellfire stuff, is that it's such a direct space, that rectangular space is so good. Because usually it's rare to get like a move that you just get like, you know, such a large space with such a direct area. If you had people crowding that area, you're doing so well, you know? Especially with an attack boost. Like with an attack potion and that move, I think it would be fantastic.
I'll take this with me.
Get rid of this fire. We'll go 4 up here. Move on to the next area. Because we were in the desert before, right? And this is where we were, yeah. So the game will eventually force you to go to this area if you don't go it in casual gameplay, right? 2 up here. Continue exploration. Nice little checkpoint. I'm going to go 1 because we don't need to find an enemy right now. You find a toy store and some ruins. There's still some products on the shelves. You might be able to dismantle them for parts. The robot? I'm so sorry, Eito. That's such high damage.
Yes.
That's not even funny. 3. No matter what, we're going into the battle. Can we get rid of this fire? We can, so we can get a chest.
What?
A mini LCD. Cool. You find an unexploded bomb and some roads you might be able to scrap for parts. Get away from it. Oh my, go back 3 spaces. Honestly, like, legitimately, like, we have to remember the code here in this game. If something is super dangerous, it seems super dangerous, go for it. You know what I mean? Like, it generally tends to work quite a bit. We'll go for 2. You find the ruins of an invader base. There's still lots of invaders around. There might be something good here, though. Charge right in. See what I mean? See what I mean? You guys see? The stuff that sounds like the scariest is the stuff that, like, you know, that you probably shouldn't do. It's over here. Oh, we can get there, no problem. We can get there, no problem. Give me 1. Oh, I wanted to get the oh, okay. No, yeah. And the thing is, we've done a few battles here already, but, like, you find the ruins of invader base, get Kako to destroy it. Oh my god, Kako.
Did it.
But actually, we probably should be doing battles here because obviously it's a bigger, it's a different situation, right? It's not just the easier battles that we just brush past. Look at these big boys, yeah. We could do our special move, but honestly, I don't really want to, so I might, like, just baseline use a defense potion here. We could use our fences here as well, just for now, just so we can all get them in one spot here.
Say when.
That's for Kako to do, really, isn't it?
I'll do my best. I'll set it up.
Let's go.
This definitely calls for an attack potion, right? This definitely calls for an attack potion here.
Good to go.
And maybe an air blade. Again, like I said, like, I think that, like, getting rid of... Yeah, we'll go with this.
Take this. I've got
Sometimes
this.
getting rid of,
Time to use it.
set up there.
This certainly isn't good.
I set that up there. Now, legitimately, this is me just trying to, and I'm going to use an attack potion here as well.
Here goes.
It's just trying to, like, make sure that they don't attack our boys. So maybe we do Spirit Rain. And get rid of... It's interesting because we have to upgrade these attacks obviously a bit more as well. Energy Sniper might be good too, though. Hellfire... Actually, Hellfire is great, isn't it? I know we get stunned, but, like, they can't get past this defense anyway.
Here goes.
For at least a turn, right?
I can't
Ready when
move.
you are.
I might just say it so we can just do more turns next turn, even though, like, it's not gonna matter too much, you know? Yeah, getting that shock is not bad either, isn't it?
I've got this. This should do it.
Attack potion.
Say when.
Perfect.
Yeah. Got it. My turn. Ha.
Get rid of the big boy.
All right. Ready when you are.
Air blade. Impact stab somehow. No, well, we can get Aito to move in as well.
My body.
But I kind of want Aito to stay back because he's not fully there yet. You know what I mean? Yeah, I kind of want Aito to stay back and let them come to him.
Say when.
So we could do air blade. We could do an impact stab. Yeah, let's go for this. We can destroy these. We can destroy this guy now.
Good to go. Ha. Got it. Say when. Ha.
And then we can just
Here
do,
we go.
like... Yeah.
That's it.
Perfect. Yeah, no, I think Kako's gonna be so useful in battles. I think he's gonna be so good in battles as well. Let's get rid of... What's the lowest one we have? There's probably one with 30 on it, yeah? So, like, maybe the wood block for the giant flower leaf. We're actually very close to getting to where we need to go. Check the cockpit. Check the power reactor. Ato's gone. So is Kako. Holy freaking hell. You got gasoline. Hey, gasoline. We owe it all to you, Kako. Now you just have to bring us back to the academy. Let's hurry on back. Thank God that everyone got hurt in that moment. We got some good items as well, right? Like, and it's important to get those items also. But yeah, we got back here. It looks like it's nighttime now. I'm so happy that, like, think of it where we started with Kako. And now we're on a journey just with... And again, I know it's because Ima's gone and that's such a sad way to look at it. But you know what I mean? Kako is, like, taking the initiative to go on this journey, you know? We made it back in one piece with plenty of gasoline. It's gotten pretty late, though. Everyone's probably asleep already. I'll give Tsubasa the gas. You two go on ahead and rest up. Kako swiftly ran off holding the polyethylene tank we'd filled with fuel. Kako's fully motivated. I'm not surprised. We can finally go save Ima now. Yeah, it's taken longer than I would have liked, but I'm sure he's still fine. Here's the thing. If they've touched a hair at his head, hurt him in any way, he's gone, right? They're gone. Not he's gone. They're gone. But it's also the situation as well. They already took him. I'm very upset. And it's also the situation as well where, like, I have to believe he's okay. You have to believe it, right? Gandalf style. But we'll need to get into him quickly. Get to him quickly. Right. He must be waiting for us. But today's almost over, so let's take up Kako's kind offer and get some rest. I'm pretty beat. Let's rest up for tomorrow. Eito and I left Kako to deliver the gasoline while we went back to our rooms. As soon as I entered my room, I fell onto my bed. The extinguishers are fixed and we have gas. Everything's ready to go. All that's left is to actually find Ima. We're going to save him. There's still something on my mind though, Nozomi's illness. Of course all this is on your mind. Since the others don't know about her circumstances, I have to be the one to do something. But if she won't tell me any more about it, I don't know what I can do. I hope I can make something out of the situation too. I make you some, yeah, I thought I got it wrong there, but as I lay there in bed thinking, my tired body soon drifted off to sleep. Man, so much on our mind, so much worrying us.
Okay.
Wait, what? In the middle of the announcement? What the hell? The usual announcement was drowned out by the sound of my doorbell ringing over and over. What is it? Who's there? What the hell? I opened the door warily, but somebody forced their way in through the crack? Oh my god. Of course she did. You know what I mean? She's obviously very excited we can go save Eva. The school bus is working again. Of course she's so, over the moon about this and excited about this. Maybe not excited, but just like ready to go. You know, it makes perfect sense. We're going to have a strategy meeting right away, so come to the war room. Oh yeah, got it. I mean it right away, right now. She's so energetic right now as well, you know? And of course, like, so ready, more than ready, and to help her brother. After that one-sided conversation, Kako ran off in a hurry. She's really putting on the pressure, isn't it? Is she planning to pester everyone like that? Guess I better go to the war room. She did say right away after all. Honestly, like, if she needs to go right away, and if it's safe to do so, I'm willing to go. I'm kind of with her. I'm kind of with her. Let's go. Is there anyone hanging around here, I wonder? Doesn't seem to be. You know what I mean? Like, and it makes perfect sense that she would want to be like so aggressively like, let's go right now. Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. Like, there's no shame in that whatsoever. Everyone's here, right? Let's get the strategy meeting for the Operation Rescue Ima Tsukumo begin. She's raring to go, huh? Well, I get how she feels. Of course. I agree, talk about her. Of course you get it. So the fire extinguishers are finally fixed. God, that took forever. You made the nobility wait for too long. It actually was so quick. Yeah, I'm sorry, Miss Monster Attitude. You tell her, Tsubasa. Tsubasa did such, like, without Tsubasa, we were effed. You can't possibly be calling me a monster. Look at how lovely I am. You look hella monstrous. But hey, if we're gonna see Viva, how are we supposed to find him? We don't have any clue to where he is right now. We'll just have to do a systematic search. Better to act than sit around thinking about it. Exploring a huge map without any clues. This game sucks so bad. Again, me treating it like it's a game. You don't need to worry about that. We can narrow it down a little. We can? Do you know where Ima is, Yugamu? Is that what he asked Tsubasa about? What? Not Ima, but I think I have an idea where the prisoner who took him could be. Oh, show my reaction to this as well. Holy hell, is that I wonder if that's what he asked Tsubasa about. Man, I think it's totally like beautiful. And obviously like it could get to a situation where like, you know, she overworks herself and we don't want that either, but like I totally understand why Kako bursted into her door. I totally understand why she was ringing that doorbell over and over again. It makes perfect sense to me, like what Takamura said. We just gotta search every last nook and cranny. Do first, think later. He doesn't know where Ima is, but he knows where the prisoner snatched him is? What's that all about? Does Yukuma really know where the prisoner is? Yukuma knows where the prisoner is? Let's hear him out. I have zero interest in speaking to you right now. Talk to Yukuma instead. Okay, nothing's changed there. He knows where the prisoner is? What in the world is Yukuma talking about? So it looks like everyone's gonna have like just like a topic on this as well though. I wish I could have visions on command. That would make finding Ima so much easier. That's the way my visions work. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I bet Ima's already dead, or he had all his limbs lopped off, and he's rolling around like a beach ball. No, Darubi, please no, please no. This is not my moment. We must listen to what Sir Yukuma has to say. Do you really know? Does it feel like Darumi more and more is like trying to like separate herself from the groups? Like she's still fighting, but it feels like sometimes like, you know, she's just like, I guess she is in her own world most days though, isn't she? Do you really know where the prisoner is, Yugumu? I hate to say it, but I never fully trusted Shoma. Huh? What? It was a big risk leaving him in charge of that cute little prisoner. I thought he might get too attached to her and let her slip away. But I told you, I never do that. Don't worry, you're in the clear. I'm not trying to start a witch hunt here. Like I was saying, I never trusted Shoma, so I figured I should take some special measures. Oh my god. So Yugumu's like natural distrust of someone. Like an overall darker outlook on life led him to actually like take some measures here. Oh my god, Yugumu. That's so good. I attached a transmitter to the prisoner in case she escaped. A transmitter? It was in the Gift-O-Matic database, a very small and highly efficient transmitter. I need a decent amount of rare materials to make it, but fortunately, I harvested some for the dismembered Saray. And used that? Wait, he was talking about getting Saray, the body of Saray. Jesus, man. You use Saray parts? Reduce or use a recital. Wait, revival. Leviathan? Oh, Darubi. You're getting colder. It's okay. Why didn't you mention you bug drawn till now? Why didn't you mention you used Saray's body? Well, I guess he did kind of like give us a hint if we just didn't listen. If I'd brought it up while we couldn't get through the wall, everyone would just gotten all twisted up about it. So I figured it was best to do it once we were ready to go save him. Not to mention, if some traitor in the group let her go and found out about the tracker, they might sabotage us again. Fair. Very fair. There's no traitor. It was the Undying Flame Invader, clearly. I don't buy that much. I don't buy that apparition is here to hurt us. The apparition is the reason we found out about Moko. Don't get so worked up. It's too cute. Anyway, it was just a contingency plan. What can I say? I'm a skeptical kind of guy, and it worked out in our favor. His natural distrust of the world and like a darker outlook on life literally is the reason we were able to do this. At least you're self-aware. But when did you manage to attach the transmitter to her? The key to her cage is always in my underwear. I'm an assassin, remember? Sneaking a key out of your ass while you're sleeping is child's play for someone like me. Let's not do that. But sometimes something surprised me. There's someone in this academy with the talent rivals mine? Truly someone that amazing? More importantly, is the transmitter still on the prisoner? Do you know where she is? I can track the transmitter signal on the monitor here. We should be able to see it on the school bus too. The other day, Yugumu asked me to install a monitor on the school bus. Then if we follow the transmitter signal, it should lead us to the prisoner. Anima will be with her. We can finally save him. Hell yeah, let's get his ass back, mount up and move out. Whoa there, Haas, we can't all go at once. We need to choose a party to send out. Yes, if the enemy strikes our way, the school will be done for. That's true, that is very true. If we're just chasing down the prisoner, 3 or 4 should be enough. We can't reduce our fighting power any further than that, especially when Nozomi's still out for the count, who is our healer. Let's pick who's going. Other than Takumi, who else wants to go? Well, Kako, right? I guess it's decided for me, not that I'll object. It makes sense for us to go at this point. We are like one of the de facto leaders, I think. I'm going to save Ima. I agree. I should probably go too. I'm concerned about the school bus, seeing as the repairs are still kind of fresh. So we got a buffer and a de-escalator as well. You know what I mean? Makes perfect sense story-wise and gameplay-wise. Take me too, please. I'll be your bathroom attendant. I need to see this matter of the prisoner through to the end. Is that such a good idea for you to come along? I think you're very attached, Shoma. I think you're very attached. That makes 4. Guess that settles it. I mean, we're gonna have again another it's a very interesting team, right? And a team we wouldn't expect to be together at one point. But like, he's so attached. I wonder how this is gonna end up. Guess that settles it. Well, tell her, I'm not going. Whatever. I'll let you guys handle Ima. I do think having Takabara would have been a good idea as well. Having someone who's like so aggressively, motivated. Thanks, everyone. Bring back that little jerk, okay? See, even like Gaku saying like, bring back that little jerk, right? It's a very endearing way to describe it. It's like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of him, but please bring him back. You know what I mean? And I think that's very sweet. Yes, we will for sure. And she doesn't even say like he's not a jerk. She's like, yeah, it's like we'll bring him back. We love his jerkiness. We love his snarkiness. We love that aspect of Eva. Okay, wait, you're all ready. Let's meet up in the parking lot where the school bus is. I'll grab the infusers and go start the bus. I'll bring the toilet paper. Man, this is the mission. This is the Save Ima operation. With that, Kako and Shoma rushed out of the war room. Be careful out there, Takumi. You never know what might await you. Yeah, I know, but we'll be fine. If your whole party gets wiped out, at least I'll enjoy getting a super depressing bad ending. Of course you would. Of course. And look, if that does happen, at least you'll get some happiness. Enough of you and your mentally ill chatter. Darubi is allowed to say what she wants, Karada. Okay, that's the Ruby. You have to understand, that's our girl. Honestly, I don't like the idea of leaving Nozomi still sick, but we have to solve one problem at a time. First things first, we get Ima back. Yeah, and honestly, that is like, because I think if, Nozomi hopefully will be okay, but we can't waste any time with Ima, especially what happened to Moko, We have to go to the parking lot. Well, what happened to Moko, we cannot waste a single bit of time. At all. We can't. There's no time to waste. If that happened to Ima, I would be sick. I would be absolutely sick. All right, everyone's infusers and the bus is all warmed up. Let's go. Ima's counting on us, so proactive. Let me handle driving the bus. I've got pro-level skills, even if I have no license. It's amazing that you know how to drive. I can't even ride a bike. You can learn at any time in your life. But you can pilot your class hour robot suit, can't you? I just sort of synchronized with it to do that. It doesn't require any piloting skills. All right, I won't ask any more details. How about we get going? Yeah, let's do this. I wish I could have visions. Yeah, it's just the same thing she said before. It's okay. It's totally okay you don't have visions of command. Yeah, let's go. Everyone, are you ready? Then let's go. Right, let's go save Ima. Here we go with the bus as well, by the way. Our first expedition outside of our school with the bus, right? And the flames just get hot like right away when we leave the flames as well.
Sorry we've had to keep you waiting, Ima.
Oh, look at this image.
We're almost there. Just wait a little bit longer.
Oh, she's such a sweetheart. I adore her so much. But look at Shoma behind the chair there as well. I love when they do these artworks. It's so cool.
Prisoner, was your smile a lie?
Did you trick me?
Shoma, she has emotions. But I wonder if it is a situation where, like, no matter what, my guy, she was still a prisoner. She's going to, like, make an effort to escape if she can escape.
Tsubasa, you know where the transmitter is, right? How long is it going to take us to get
Tsubasa looks so freaking cool, by the way, with her cap and everything, driving this big bus.
It's still pretty far. I think we can make the journey in half a day, though.
Half a day?
The signal from the transmitter was moving up until a few days ago. But ever since then, it's been in the same place.
You know what this artwork makes me feel like? This artwork makes you feel like, man, I would love a road trip with like a bunch of these characters, but like we can't obviously enjoy this bus trip in the same way. So it's in the same place now? So it found its location it wanted to go to.
Maybe that means the two of them are staying put in one spot.
I think so. But we should hurry. No guarantees Ima's still okay.
Yep, we have to hurry as quick as possible.
She wouldn't kidnap him if she wanted to kill him. I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah, but we don't. I still think of what happened to Moko. You know what I mean? So that's when we have to like make sure we get there. You know.
The bigger problem is what happens after we catch up to them. We don't have a way to communicate with the prisoner to negotiate.
Yep, you're right.
We're probably not going to be able to avoid a fight.
The prisoner won't want to fight. There has to be a way to get through to her, even without words.
I appreciate the magic that comes along with your spirit, Shoma. I really do. And that could be the case. Maybe she will want to negotiate. Maybe there's something that can happen there. But like, first priority in all of this is saving Ima. That's number one. If we have to destroy some places to save Ima, if we have to, you know, fight, we will do it.
That's what I believe in.
And I appreciate your soul. I appreciate your heart. I really do. But like I said, if it comes down to it and we have to fight, there's no hesitation. On my part anyway. There's no hesitation to save Ima. For me.
For now, we need to catch up to them quick. We can talk after that.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, I'm gunning it. Hold on tight.
Tsubasa's so cool here. Whoa. Wait, we're getting like a little 2D pixel art? That's pretty cute.
Just a little further, guys. The transmitter signal's really close.
Let's go. Let's go.
The tracker on the bus isn't all that high spec, so we only have a general area.
Tsubasa, you were so cool.
But it's definitely around here somewhere. Ima, we're coming to save you.
Yes, Kako.
Could you let me talk things out with the prisoner first? Even without words, I think we can...
And I stopped in there as well. This is why I was, and again, I don't think it's a bad idea. So we stopped for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's kind of worrying me. But this is why I'm worried about bringing Shoma, because he's so attached. But like, again, if he can negotiate, that's fantastic, right? Why did we stop? The bus stopped with a sudden slam on the brakes, launching me out of my seat before I knew what was happening. What was that? Why did you stop? Oh, Tsubasa, what did you see? Tsubasa, are we there? Is Emo nearby? Yeah, but look at that. What? What? Urged by Tsubasa, I looked at the seat in front of the driver's seat. No, what are we seeing? Then it was my turn to let out a shout of surprise. What the hell is that? Is that their base? Oh my god. What is that? It's like a giant pyramid. Could that be an invader base? A base for the invaders? That is, did you see it? It was gigantic. Is the prisoner inside of it? Does that mean Ima is too? He's inside of there? Hopefully we can get him out. But an invader base, that wasn't part of the plan. Yeah, we only have 4 people with us. We'll be in trouble if we get noticed. We should back off for now. Why? Ima's in there. Oh, and there's the tears again, poor Kako. There's no way 4 of us alone could take on that many invaders. I agree. I do agree 110% with that. It's too dangerous to even sneak in. We should go back and revise our strategy. Oh, no. And I totally think the time is of the essence as well. Can we find a different way? Ima is right there. He's waiting for us to save him. How can we turn back when he's waiting for us? Kako, I get how you feel, but we don't have the fighting power to save him. We should go back to the academy and report about this base to everyone else. Then we'll discover how to save Ima. We'll come up with a plan to get him out of there. Oh my god, poor Kako. Oh, this is so heartbreaking. Because I'm also like again, however I'm feeling in my heart, because right now I'm feeling like time is of the essence. What happened to Moko is what I think about right now, and I don't want it ever to happen to Ima. If they hurt him, I'm going to absolutely destroy them. But like, from Kaku's perspective, that's her brother. That's the person that took care of her. That's the person that she adores. You know? This is, you know, her family. And no matter what, like, this is going to tear her up inside, being so close, but now having to go all the way back again. Of course it's going to tear her up. Let's head back then, quietly, so we don't get spotted by the enemy. Yeah, if you don't mind. And so we took the road back. Options retreat to the last defense academy. The only way we can get through there is if you have at least like 8 people. Right? We need like 8 of our like, I'm thinking at the very least, I'm thinking like 8. And we need like to be very strategic about it, because we can't obviously bring everybody with us. But we need like at least 8 people. Swaying in the silent school bus, we finally made our way back. Jesus, we have to go back empty-handed. It was already dark by the time we arrived. Did you see that base? It looked like like a pyramid of some kind, right? Jesus Christ. Finally made it back. Everyone's probably asleep. And you know what's like the freaking heightened emotion of like, we worked so freaking hard to get to this space, right? We worked like, not we worked so hard. And it's not even that. I don't think we worked hard. Tsubasa worked so hard, but I think it's also, I should have said we like we waited for like with this peeling in the pit of our stomach, feeling helpless, feeling so helpless. And the time finally comes, you get that emotion of like, we can finally try and save him. We're going to save him. And especially for Kako, and in those last moments having to head back. Oh, Kako. Then I'll wake them up. We need to come up with a strategy to save Ima. And you understand how she's feeling 100%. Wait, I'm wiped from all the driving. I need a break. Kaso's rushing isn't going to solve things. Let's rest for now and talk to everyone in the morning. Like, it's so right. We have to regroup. We have to come up with a different plan. Of course we do. But like, it's still, I understand why Kako was saying this. And I guess I'll remind everyone up tomorrow. Shall we meet in the war room? Sounds good. Thanks. Oh, this is devastating. This poor gal. Poor Kako. For the time being, we went our separate ways and agreed to meet in the war room early the next day. That's so heartbreaking. We should tell them obviously about what we saw. The base is freaking incredible looking in terms of how awe-inspiring and like I never thought it was going to look like that. I didn't know what I was thinking it was going to look like. I didn't even have an idea. I think I thought of it like being in like a more ruined area, maybe like a more destroyed area, but it's actually like a full-on facility. First thing next morning, we reported yesterday's events to everyone in the war room. An invader base? Yeah, the transmitter signal was coming from there. Seems that Ima and the prisoner are there. You found the goddamn base? Then if we blow that place to shit, we can wipe them all out. Hell yeah. Let's raid their asses. That's totally reckless, dude. Once we leave this place, we can't be revived, you know? This is a tower defense game you're describing in a whole other genre. That's, oh my god, I just realized that as well. Yeah, of course we can't be revived. So whatever battle we have outside the school, it's permadeath. We can't lose anybody. We can't even do the potions that will help us, like, you know, what you call it? No, unless, I know we can bring the bodies back, can't we? Because that's what we do with exploration. But still, you know, it just means we're down a person. We can't just revive them in the next wave, I don't think. It might not be even their main base in the first place. It could just be one of the many relay stations, you know? We ain't gonna know if we don't go see. Let's go and crush those assholes. And what will we do if they attack here while we're doing that? I'm not trying to make excuses like how, but our primary objective is to defend the academy, yes? The thing is, we need to keep some people here. And I think it needs to be like half and half if we are going to do something like that. What if we just got to rush him down, clean him up, and haul his ass back real quick? There could be so many complications as well, though. We don't know what this base is like. We don't know what defense they have. They could have like 20 turrets set up. We don't know. Your optimism is adorable. You shouldn't at least entertain the worst case scenario?
Hey!
Worst case scenario, schmurst case scenario. Oh my god, you're just being a... Oh god. Ima is there for sure, you know. Don't forget about him. We won't. Ima's an important ally of hers. We can't compromise the school's defense either. We'll just have to split up. One team to defend the school, one team to rescue Ima. That's what I'm thinking. It has to be like half and half. How do you want to divide the teams? Just to have the people who want to raise their hands again? Then let's get right to it. Raise your hand if you want to raid the invader's base. On Kurata's command, the people who raised their hands were myself, Shoma, Kako, with Eito and Takamura making 5. Only 5. But we don't have, that's the thing, we don't have Nozomi either as well, right? So what will be left is Darumi, Yugamu, Kyoshika, yeah, Gaku, yeah, they'd have so few numbers here, yeah, that makes sense. Because we don't have, I keep forgetting, we don't have Ima and Nozomi right now. Or Hiroko either, you know what I mean? Like that, I'm thinking of the numbers as like, you know, a fantasy land almost. Or just 5 of us, a bunch of cowards. I think they need to keep some people behind. Going in the base without the ability to be revived is basically a suicide mission, you know? Look, we're not going to blame anyone for not wanting to go, just like we didn't blame anyone for not wanting to fight at first. These people need to stay here and protect this place. I found my body dying, but my mental health is taking its gasping its last breath, so I can't go. That's okay. That's fine. Take a day. 100%. You have to worry about that too. 100% you have to worry about that too. But just 5 of us can't face a number of invaders. And it's interesting, Darumi's been like, gives a little bit of like input like into her mind sometimes, like, you know, her either her mental health or her past or stuff that upsets her or like has hurt her in the past. And I wonder if she'll ever like open up about that stuff. It's fine, we'll do it. No matter what happens, I'm going to save Ima. He's my beloved brother, dearest. Kako? I hear you. There's no point in arguing. Looks like we'll just have to make it work with the 5 of us. Then let's come up with a plan so we can do this as 5. Perhaps we can sneak in without being detected by the enemy? That sounds good. Still, it's a tough situation, facing off a huge army with just 5 people. If it's settled, let's get going at once. We can figure out the strategy on the bus. Again, her pushing us along, I hope like everyone understands. I think it would be weird if she wasn't. I think it'd be weird if she wasn't. But we better off getting fully prepared. Why don't we gather in the parking lot this afternoon? Right, let's do that. We'll pray for your success in battle while we guard the academy. I know. Alright, but first I have something to tell you, Takumi. Something to tell me? Wait, what? So first of all, such a tense situation here, right, with everything going on. And even now, we're in a desperate, like, we thought we'd come back and get more numbers. Of course, we only can get a few, because some people need to stay behind. We're already down 2 people. If you count Hiroko, we're down 3 people. If you count Moko, we're down 4 people right now. So, like, it's a situation where, like, we don't have a lot of people to defend this place. But I am enthusiastic 100% and like so rare to go to save Ima. I want to save Ima and time is of the essence. And then Kako 100% understandably so is upset and wants to save her brother. Takamatsu is like 100% understandably so like aggressively like we can do this. And it's good to have that motivation with us also at the same time. But then it's also good to have Yogumu who has like the worst case scenario mind. I feel bad for Darumi. She clearly something is happening with Darumi in her heart and her mind. And I think, you know, sometimes she can be disregarded just because she says so many weird stuff, but like there is, you know, she does say some stuff sometimes where I'm like, I hope she does open up sometimes to us or some point to us, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Let's actually ask her. She's my mental health is totally falling apart right now. Can't do this. I'm crying for no reason. Yeah, that is. It's worrying. But also she should take all the time she needs, and I hope that she's able to open up to us at some point. I hope that we can take the effort to maybe, you know, come to her as well about this stuff. Because again, I feel like sometimes, yeah, we can just see her as like, you know, the lovable, crazy one. But she has emotions too, and she has feelings too. And that's not, you know, and I think it does sound like, you know, she may be a little bit depressed and stuff like this as well, and maybe she's, you know, yeah, we have to, I hope that she's able to open up to some point, and hope we can help her at some point as well. I hope so. I'm not saying this out of cowardice, but our primary... Yeah, no, I understand. I have other things to do, so I'll leave you all to it. My plans are secret, though, naturally. It's okay. No matter what happens, I'm going to save Ima. I don't care what I have to do. Let's come up with a plan so we can do this with just 5 of us. Perhaps we can sneak in without being detected by the enemy? That would be best case scenario, wouldn't it? What a bunch of spineless cowards. Guess I already knew that, though. No, it's... I don't blame them for wanting to stay behind, but obviously, like, there was no way I wasn't going to, like, help out with, Yeah, I just noticed her hair is in, like, a very cool position here as well. There was no way I wasn't going to be going, obviously. Man, going to the base without the ability to be revived is a suicide mission. It's good to have you here, Kako, it is. Like, the team that's being left behind is actually, like, pretty good, too. I may be weakling for no reals at all, but please take me with you all the same. I'm worried about it too, but I'm sorry, we can't ignore the defenses here after all. It's okay, you did so much, Tsubasa, already. What was you wanted to tell me, Kurata? Honestly, I'd rather not say this, but she begged me, so I have no choice. Nozomi was asking for you. She was? She's the one who wants to talk to you. I told her it wasn't a good idea to meet alone with such a perverted freak you don't know Takumi. She wouldn't listen to me. Nozomi wants to talk to me, could it be? Got it, thank you, I'll go see her. If you do anything indecent to Nozomi, I'll send Kiyoshika after you. Yes, verily, purpose will be beheaded without mercy by my beloved holy Jumanji sword. Honestly, that's good energy to have, but it's not Takumi. This is a big deal if she wants to talk to us. It is a big deal. We just have to go to Nozomi's room. That's the next objective, is to go to Nozomi's room. Man, this is such a huge moment as well for, like, because again, like, whatever she wants to say to us, it's still her asking for us as well, right? I'm so curious. I rang Nozomi's doorbell, but there was no answer. Maybe she was still asleep. Of course, she's sick. Just as I was wondering if I should announce myself while entering like before, the door opened from the other side. You feeling any better? Talking to me, you came. She looks a little bit brighter, right? Sorry to wake you. Are you sure you're okay to be on your feet? I'm feeling better today. Yeah, she looks a little bit brighter, right? I'm feeling better today. Her complexion's a lot healthier than it was before, at least. Anyway, please come in. Sure. Okay, thanks. It's a different situation than was before, right? And she's feeling a little better, which is good. Yeah. So I heard you had something to say to me. I wonder if maybe it was about, you know, your health issue? She still seems hesitant to talk about it, but there's no time left. I need to get it out of her this time. Listen, I think it's time for you to tell me the truth. You know, I won't tell anyone. I'm genuinely worried about you. I want to help you. If there's any way that I can. This is a great line from Takumi, by the way. Especially since she had her doubts while she was sick. Like, does he care about me or does he care about that girl? To directly say, I'm genuinely worried about you. I want to help you. If there's anything, if there's any way that I can. It's a direct response. Now, I imagine that this conversation is going to get a bit cloudy as well, like it did before. But we'll see how it goes. But this is a great line for him to say. A great thing for him to say. You know?
Are you only worried about me? Because
Yep.
I look like that girl, you know?
Music here is gorgeous as well, by the way. Such a tough question, right? It's true that you look just like her, like my childhood friend, Kashimiya? What? She was someone really important to me. So important that I've dreamt about her over and over since coming here. He's taken the initiative. She didn't even ask again. He's taken the initiative to go, okay, let's solve this now. Let's answer that question that she answered before. That she asked before. Not that I ever tell her something that embarrassing, though. I mean, I think she would think it's the sweetest thing in the world, but... And because you look so much like her, maybe I've projected those feelings onto you a little. This is so important. To say this just outright? But that's not the case now. I know you're not Katawa. Your voice and face are just like hers. And I don't get why you look so similar, but this is huge. This is massive for Takumi. And for Nozomi. You're Nozomi Kurofuji, sorry. A totally different person. I've accepted that fully. This is huge. This is absolutely huge for both of them. And on top of that, I want to help you as a comrade I battle with. This is... I love that he picked it up. Without even her asking again, he picked it up where he left off. He didn't wait for a second. He came back with the answer. A comrade? That's right. We need to defend this academy together for 100 days and complete our objective for protecting humanity. Then together we can go back to our peaceful lives. If there's anything I can do to make that happen, all you have to do is ask. This is so freaking good from Takumi. Oh my god. Such a like a powerful way to do this as well. So proud of him. So proud of him. Because there's nothing wrong with having dreams about Katawa every night, of course. And there's nothing wrong with, like, obviously, like, how could you not relate Nozomi to Katawa? Right? But obviously Nozomi is feeling that maybe she's only cared about because she looks like this gal. And I love that he went off, he took time to think, and he's answering this question outright to her. I want to help you, Nozomi. As a friend. Will you put your trust in me? This is huge. Huge, huge, Takumi. So proud of him. Oh, the smile as well. Okay, thank you. You're right. I do trust you as a comrade in battle. Beautiful. Absolutely freaking beautiful. I'll trust you and tell you what's going on. That's good enough for me, thanks. Good, looks like she finally trusts me. I think it was like the way I look at it, the same way we looked at the wall around Ima and Kako. I think it's important to say that it almost felt like there was like a thin layer between them of this like film that was like keeping them from like fully. You know, they obviously wanted to trust each other. They wanted to like have that, you know, close connection with each other, and they're very like, you know, it's almost like, you know, they're like almost, you know, perfect as like this, you know, these comrades together. You know, they're very good at like supporting each other. We saw that recently as well. And you know, she's lovely, he's lovely. That's all the situation. It very much felt like it was going, like, you know, it was going to happen eventually. But it really feels like this is like the last push, and it almost feels like almost figuratively seeing them like rip apart the film together with words, right? And now it looks like they can finally just look at each other in the eyes fully and be like, we can trust each other. After talking to her like this, I feel like I've gotten my feelings figured out too, which is so good, Takumi. So freaking good. The girl isn't Katawa, she's Nozomi Kid of Fuji. I want to help her, not as Katawa's childhood friend, but as Nozomi's ally. And here's the thing, I wonder, it's probably going to come back up again, those feelings of like, this is like Katawa, right? But I'm glad that he's like coming to terms with this idea, because it's probably very healthy, especially while he's here. You know? If I'm honest, it's just as you said, my condition is due to my rejection symptoms. What are rejection symptoms? The Heno Amina is rejecting me. The Heno Amina? Tommy, what do you think the Heno Amina is? Well, according to what Saray said. Oh, it's been so long. Oh, the hemoteraphic infusion blades you all carry, infusers for short, are the pinnacle of human achievement and ingenuity. When you stab one into your heart, a miraculous power flows into your body, transforming your regular blood into superhuman hemo anima. By harnessing that power and shaping it into physical form, you all gain access to your class armor and class weapons. You stab an infuser into your heart, then all your blood turns into a special substance called hemo anima. But if that were the case, anyone could use an infuser to activate hemo anima, right? You're saying it's not true? Only special people can use hemo anima. Wait, so is she saying that she doesn't have that special blood? Those people have unique blood inside them. The infuser just activates it. That special blood is the true form of hemo anima. Everyone here is one of those special people with the special blood. Wait, so is she saying she doesn't have that? But we have that. Special us? That's why you're all selected for the special defense unit. So that's why, and that's what Shoma saw. We were all like in those like that hospital and stuff, I bet. They were probably testing on us and like see if we had that special blood. Oh my god. And the subject of my mother's research was also that special blood. All this time? It was her mother? Was doing the research?
My mother called that blood cryptoglobin.
Cryptoglobin, this is crazy.
It's a blood type with strange characteristics that can't be explained, even by cutting-edge scientific and medicinal knowledge.
Holy hell, man.
The blood is almost a living creature in its own right, freely cycling between liquid and solid states.
To drop this so suddenly as well.
It has characteristics that work in response to host aggression and combativeness.
Wait.
It's superhuman blood that seems made for combat.
So, is that what we're doing with the swords to make a reaction with our blood? Superhuman blood, this cryptoglobin stuff, is that special? So all of us have this special blood in us. It was her mother who was doing the experiments on this. And what she said was response to host aggression and combativeness. So is that us when we stab ourselves, does that make us more aggressive and makes us like ready for combat? My mother studied cryptoglobin for many years at the facility called Kamakura General Hospital. There it is. There frickin' is all this time. Oh my god, Shoma was right. So Shoma was able to, all of Shoma's memories were true then. Yes! You were all in those machines at the Kamakura General Hospital just like me.
We must have all been research subjects for the same experiment.
Yes.
We all have the same special
Shoma was
kind
saying
of
this,
blood.
oh my god. That's the hospital Shoma mentioned. So does that mean his memory was right after all? Which means any memory he has, we trust with 100% certainty going forward. I think so. I just couldn't say so at the time. It's okay. It's okay. We're getting the info now. Kamakura General Hospital looks like a regular hospital on the surface, but it's actually a cryptoglobin research facility. Jesus Christ. My mother was there researching the transfusion of cryptoglobin as a human body, but she wasn't making much progress no matter what she did. Her experiments always ended in the subject experiencing rejection symptoms. So the fact that you're experiencing rejection symptoms now, I was part of those transfusion experiments. Oh my god! So she had she wasn't made to have cryptoglobin, and it's rejecting you. Is that why you're sick now? I've experienced it many times before during the experiments. That's why I could recognize the symptoms for what they were. What are you talking about? Well, every time I used the powers of cryptoglobin that you were transfused into me, these rejection symptoms would appear soon after. I've tried to abstain from using Henoamina as much as possible while here, but since I had to use a little of what whenever we fought the invaders, they ended up manifesting anyway, of course. But all of us had that blood transfused into us, right? At Kamakura General Hospital? I get this. When we all be... So wait. We all got so it's not that we were born with it, we all had it transferred into us? I don't know. As far as I know, I'm the only one my mom experimented on. That's the thing. I thought, like, So Takumi has the mindset that maybe we had a transfusion as well. Possibly. Then what about us? I think a researcher other than my mother is responsible for your cryptoglobin transfusion. So it was transfusions. Okay. And I might have missed them saying that just because it was so much shocking things happening here and like so much information. But I guess we were all transfused. Which means we could eventually, oh my god, we could get those symptoms too. Either that experiment was successful or you were all truly special people from the start. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I was thinking we could be, yeah, okay. I don't know. This is a lot. I think you must be one of those two options. That's why all of you can freely use your cryptoglobin. So it's either a very successful transfusion, not like hers, or we were already special from the start in terms of our blood. I don't have any memories of being experimented on in the first place. I don't think any of us do. Well, for now, let's not worry about the rest of us. What do we do about your rejection symptoms? How did you suppress them before? Sorry guys, I'm like jumbling my words here because like this is a lot. My mom would administer medication to neutralize it, but of course we don't have any here. I don't even know what medication it was. There may still be one thing we can try though. What is that? Anything? What is it? What do we do? Cryptoglobin has another strange characteristic. It's cannibalistic. Wait, what? Cryptoglobin can gain power by absorbing other cryptoglobin? Wait. So, we've been absorbing cryptoglobin this whole time. Does that mean that those commanders then have special blood too? Then the power they're using is cryptoglobin too? Yeah. These revelations, man. Why would they have the same power that we do? I don't know. I never heard anything about the invaders from my mom. So this whole time, like the power up we've been getting has been a reaction in our blood to other cryptoglobin. Holy hell, what is going on here? Why did the commanders have the same power as us? What exactly is cryptoglobin? We'll need to deal with your rejection symptoms. How does the cannibalism work? In the experiments, we were looking for a way to reduce rejection symptoms, so we tried getting blood to consume itself. My mom transfused additional cryptoglobin and then rejection symptoms stopped. So absorbing cryptoglobin, we can mitigate the rejection? It's not guaranteed. We only tried it once. I genuinely don't know what will happen. It's possible the rejection might even get worse, but just standing around will definitely make it worse. I think we have to gamble on it. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I can't stand here being stuck here anyway. If everyone's fighting and I'm the only one resting, and you can totally understand that feeling, right? I don't know what I even came here for. I want to do everything I can to fight for humanity. I have to fight. That's what the whole reason I came here. And we know this, right? She said this to us before. This is insane, man. We got so many revelations here about this. I can try to convince her not to all I want, but I don't think she'll listen. Her resolve is just that strong. She told me before that she came here of her own free will. That choice must have been fueled by this powerful determination. And for being experimented on by her mother. So Takumi, will you help me my cryptoglobin absorb more? Yes. I think that's our only hope for me to continue this fight here. Yes, I'll help you. What do I need to do specifically? Should I give you my cryptoglobin? No, I don't think that will work. Takumi was willing to give up the cryptoglobin. And I don't know what would happen to you. He was so willing to do it. All the commanders who had their cryptoglobin Azor wound up as blackened mummies. Yeah, because if they're gone, then we would be gone too, right? That's a fair assumption. Like, if you're making like an educated guess, then yes, we have to get you to absorb a commander's cryptoglobin. The next time there's an enemy attack, I want you to let me strike the final blow, of course. If my body can hold together until then, that is. No, there's a chance we can do something without waiting for the next attack. What's that? What do you mean? Nozomi's face was shocked when I told her all about the invader base we discovered yesterday. Oh yeah, because I was wondering, it's like, yeah, is she gonna come with us? And Ima and the prisoner are there? With a base of that size, there's sure to be a commander there, right? Then I'm coming too. Even if I can't absorb any cryptoglobin, I still have to try. If it means saving Ima, I'll fight with you. What, you can't fight in your condition? I'm fine. My symptoms have subsided a little. When are we leaving? There's no convincing Nozomi. Takumi, there's no convincing her not to do this. Well, this afternoon, bud. Understood. I'll hurry up and prepare. Once again, it's clear nothing I can say will stop her, but if she needs to absorb cryptoglobin, that might be for the best. Okay, then, come to the parking lot this afternoon. Thank you. You helped me out again, Takumi. This was such an important conversation on an emotional and informational level. Holy freaking hell. Don't thank me until you get better, okay? You're always too quick with your appreciation. I guess so. Then I'll thank you again when that time comes. Sounds good to me. I left Nozomi for the time being and headed back to my room. Guys, we're going to end the episode here because I know things are about to go crazy here as well. Things are about to go wild now. We're heading off. The next episode, we're heading off to save Ima. We have Nozomi with us as well. But we now know that all of us have, we knew kind of like that we were all kind of special, but we have a special blood in this that could have been transfused into us called cryptoglobin, a blood that reacts to aggressiveness or like, I guess, threats of some kind. So the idea that we stab our knives into our chest seems to be like us, like, you know, making that reaction happen so we can become like perfectly ready for battle. And this blood makes somebody so perfectly like ready to fight, which is such an interesting concept. But what happened with Nozomi is that she got her blood transfused and it was a failure. So now it's rejecting her. So she wants us to get a commander to so she can absorb the blood, which I have no problem doing. 100% no problem doing. A powered up Nozomi is also like a good thing on a practical level too. I think it was just crazy because the connection that Nozomi has to the story gets deeper and deeper in terms of like why she's here. She chose to be here. Her mother was the one who was doing these experiments and was one of the main researchers on this topic. She knows a lot more than we thought she did as well, you know? And while I could take the avenue of not trusting her going forward, I think she's given like good enough reasons as to why she didn't want to say stuff at first because she was worried that she wouldn't it would jeopardize her time here or whatever. But I also don't want to live like that where I don't trust Nozomi, you know what I mean, of all characters. Yes, there could be a thing down the line where she has even more secrets from us, but I have to believe that she has a good enough reason for that, right? 100%. We found out there's an invader base. We found out what they look like. We're heading there tomorrow. Not tomorrow, real life. The next time we'll be there will be Thursday, but we're going to be heading there. There's also the idea that that we have a half a crew here and half a crew at that school is still. Ima's been taken from us. It's a very high emotionally, heavy emotions. What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? This was my mind's so boggled now. It's a heavy emotionally heavy time is what I'm trying to say. And we also have Darumi, who I hope is okay. Like her talking about her mental health is, of course, it's important to talk about mental health, but it just makes me want to talk to her a bit more about this stuff too. A lot is going to be happening in the next episode. I feel like we're going to be going to save Ima. But what they've done with the story in this is so incredible. And just to give a quick review of how I feel about the story so far. This is my game of the year easily. It easily is my game of the year. But as I said earlier, they do such a good job of making every story very complicated and make all the characters grow in such an interesting way. Even the line that Gaku said earlier, bring that jerk back to us, you know? That shows that he still doesn't like him fully, but he understands that we have to save him. Everyone is more on the same page than they ever have been, but also at the same time, everyone is growing in their own ways while still showing off their quirks and stuff like this as well. The best example there is we We have how Kako has grown. Even how Gaku is like, more attentive in the group as well. Ima is, giving more input. Takamaru was always a sweetheart, but he's also like, so accepting of everyone as well, when they're nice to him, I suppose, at the same time. Tsubasa making that big journey. Like, Tsubasa went from being like, I don't want to get involved in this, to like being such an MVP and being so cool and driving that bus like right out into like, what could have been like the heart of like something terrifying there. So much growth from these characters. Shoma as well. But obviously, like, there's still character moments to come, and I'm very interested to see where everything is going to go. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Thank you guys for supporting this series. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. And thank you to my patrons at the highest tier of my Patreon. That being Typhar2, Jamie Bull, Janet the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Ewald, Radish, Anusta, Deathtrap, Lynx Markey, Yassassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelton, Heck, Leon, High Kasperian. Did I say my mind is so jumbled now for this episode. So let's start again. Typhar2, JB Bull, Janet the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Ewald, Radish, Anusta, Deathtrap, Lynx Markey, Yassassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelton, Heck, Leon, High Kasperian, Jared Beanham, and at the highest tier of my YouTube, it is Blasco and Royal Gamer 7. If you want, and I think I've talked about it before, what you can do to become a member. You just have to join. The €10 will get your name in the credits of every single video. The highest tier, €15, will get your name read out at the end of every video. See you guys very soon. Bye-bye.